Hey guys, just a quick video to give you an insight into the free amazing software that is available at Trello.com. You can use this on desktop, you can use this on mobile. I've been using it for years and I think it's a really handy thing to have ongoing, especially as you grow your business, and especially when it comes to just basically tracking the people that you're talking to. So I'll give you a bit of an insight here. This is where you would go, Trello.com, and you can create, get Trello for free. Obviously, then you can pay down the track to get other features and things like that. But what's going to happen is that once you've actually got it up on your phone or on your desktop, it's going to look like this, or it could look like this. Now, this might look a little bit confusing here at the beginning, but I'll just give you a little bit of a rundown. So, workspaces, okay, I have several different businesses and areas where I've got different sorts of what are called boards. So if you just sort of think of like a board on your wall that has all post-it notes all over it saying do this, do that, blah, 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 you could sort of think of it as being like this. You've got a board, and on that board you've then got post-its. So we're specifically going to look at the Kangen Kartel one here in a sec, but recent is just showing what things I've been using the most. So I've been using the Kangen Kartel the most. Starred ones, these are ones that are important to you. And then you've got templates. So you could actually go through and use something that they've already created. But I think it's going to be pretty simple the way that I'm going to show you how to set this up. So if I just go to Kangen Kartel like that, like literally this is where you would go to create a board, or start with a template, or even create a workspace where you're wanting to do something else, where you're wanting to share the information together with someone else that's also using Trello. So like you can see, I've got different sorts of boards that I can go to, which have, some things on there that are pretty easy, and then I've got other ones that are a lot more sophisticated, where I've got a lot of things going on. So Kangen Kartel, to me, the way that I've set this up is pretty simple. I've got a list of interested people. I've got a list of people that have already signed up as distributors. I've got a list of people that have said no for now. And I've got a list here of people that are purchasing replacement parts off me. And that's it. Literally, you would go to add another list. You would type in whatever it is that you want and click on add list. It's going to come up with that list. And then when you want to add a card or a post-it note, you would go to here, you would type in John Smith, and then you would add the card, and now it's there. And you can actually move these cards around from one to the other. So once I've basically had John Smith be an interested person to now be a distributor, I put him there. Or if he says a no for now, I put it there. Now, you'll also see that next to every person's name, there's a date. And what that means is, and there's also another little, there's things going on here that doesn't exist on the John Smith one. So if I have a look here at some of these ones, so I've currently got, quite a lot of people that I'm talking to, and they're doing their due diligence. I mean, I first saw an Enagic machine in 2010. It's taken me 14 years of, to finally get around and check it out. So if you first contacted someone and they haven't checked out information yet, be patient, but just know that you can have this ongoing list to be able to go back to follow people up with. The fortune is in the follow-up, not in the first contact. So, for example, I've got this guy here, David Rass, which is David Rasmus, funnily enough. That's my uncle's name. And I've just got in the description, he reached out after watching my installation video. That's all I've put. Every time I follow him up, I'm just going to write in here, followed up with a message or video. Like I might say something about I sent this video, or I did this, or I just did a follow-up, and then he said, oh, look, I can't afford it. And I've said, okay, this is where you can get information about getting a loan if you need to, or a cheap product or whatever. But pretty much that's it. That then comes up on my phone all the time, so I can access and know who it is that I'm needing to follow up. So I can be anywhere and then do some work and know that here is what I need to refer to, and to remind myself about the people that I'm contacting. Now, say, for example, you've got someone like Nick Stevenson. He was a guy that said, look, I'm on a course for 4 weeks at the moment doing something. Can you contact me after that? I'm not going to remember that. So I've then you go over here, there's all these other things that you can add to the card. Okay, I won't tell you about all of them. The only one I want to mention here is dates. So I might be like, okay, he wants me to contact him November 10th at a certain time, and then I click on save. And if you have notifications then turned on for this app on your phone and or your computer, you're going to get a notification letting you know that you need to pay attention to it. But if you start using this a lot, you'll be checking it a lot of days anyhow, and then you'll be able to see that stuff come up. A little notification will come up showing you that you need to pay attention to one of the posts, one of the cards. In a nutshell, that's really it. That's all you need to know. I'm going to go back here and delete this one, but there's certainly way more that this thing can do. But for now at least, I would archive that. That is the basics of Trello.com. I hope that makes sense and that's helpful for you. Get to it and speak soon in the cartel.